This
Yeah, good morning,
conference
all.
will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi all, very good morning and good evening. So today we are discussing hmm, external table, elastic query, cross query, polybase, all are same meaning team. Okay. So what is the meaning of polybase team? Any idea? Hmm? What is polybase? Let's see what it is saying. Polybase is a feature SQL Server that allows users to query data from external data sources, huh, including Oracle, Teradata, MongoDB, Hadoop. Huh? So team, this is very, very important. Okay. See, we have a SQL Server, right? Okay. So any SQL Server, on-premise, Azure SQL DB, managed instance, any SQL Server. Okay. So if I want to communicate with other SQL Server, other SQL Server, other instance, what is the option T? I want to get the data. I want to join the data. Okay. So between instances, not databases, between the instances, what is the option we have?
Link server.
Linked server. Yes. Okay. So here we can create a linked server, right? See, in server objects, I can create a linked server to other server and join the two servers and get the data. Okay. Yes, it's fine. Okay. So for SQL Server, you can use linked server. See, I want to get the data of non-SQL server. Non-SQL server. That means maybe MongoDB, Teradata, Hadoop data, uh, like MySQL, Postgres. I want to retrieve that data type in SQL Server. What is the option we have? Linked server doesn't work, right? Linked server won't work here. So in such case, what we need to use? PolyBase. Okay. See, while creating linked server, what we will use? What we will use? Server name. Yes or no? So server name, database name, username, password we will use. Right? Other server is other server details we will provide here. Same here also team. To create a external table. See here, if you expand the tables team, you can see external table option. Okay, in all models like Azure SQL DB, managed instance, IaaS, and on-premise, in all models you can see this external table. Okay, so sir, this option you cannot see in SQL Server 2012 and before because that time we do not have Polybase option. SQL Server supports Polybase, right? Microsoft says. Huh? So Polybase means you can still communicate with other database management systems using this Polybase feature. See, previously, important thing, this is previously if you want to communicate with other database management systems, you need to do what? You need to install the drivers. I want to communicate with MongoDB. MongoDB drivers I need to install. I need to create a data source first and I can establish the connection. See, installation, that and all headache. You may need to restart maybe. Okay. MongoDB if I want, MongoDB drivers I need to install. Okay? So like Hadoop drivers I need to install. See, you don't need to install now. In latest versions, you don't need to install any driver. You can communicate with the other database management systems very easily using this external table. Okay, see here. So new external table. See what is the syntax? Huh? So create a external table. You need to give just a keyword of external table. See in other database management system how the table the same way you can create. Okay, and use the keyword and get the and retrieve the data. Okay, same you can use select star from this table. Huh? But where this table is really, this is a pointer here you are creating. Here you are creating a pointer. Okay, a link, logical you are creating, but physical where it is exists in other database management systems. So that information where I have to give here. See here, here I need to give. So server details of MongoDB, Teradata server, Postgres, MySQL, you know. So that information you can give using server name, database name, username, password, everything you have to give here. Then you can retrieve the data. See how simple it is, guys? Huh? So easily you can communicate. See nowadays the applications are, most of the applications are hybrid applications. Hybrid application means you have a application, sir. You have a database like SQL Server. Okay. Also non-SQL Server. One second. Take. So we have SQL Server and non-SQL Server also. Okay, few tables are here. See here some employee table. So here maybe some other table like employee history people. Suppose. Okay, this is a very big table. People might people can keep here in non-RDBMS. See RDBMS big tables really performance issues. So big tables and all non-RDBMS you can keep. And tomorrow if you want to get the data employee history and employee, so you can join these two tables using external table. Here we will create external table. Here what we will create? External table. See linked server we will create, right? It's the same way. So this is a kind of linked server, kind of external table. So external table it will point to the main table of non-SQL server and it will retrieve the data whenever you use through network. Guys, following me? So this is easy topic team, but little confusion. Okay. Yeah. See why I am talking about this topic here. We are like Azure SQL DB we are discussing, right? This is on-premise topic team. This is not a like on-premise. This is not a Azure topic. This is not a Azure topic. Why we are discussing team? Because see in Azure SQL DB, sir, in Azure SQL DB, you cannot retrieve the data from one database to another database, right? You cannot. Okay, so you cannot retrieve the data from one database to another database, uh, but I will use same feature also here. Okay, but PolyBase you need to use for other database management systems, sir. But here I am using it for what? Same database management system. Okay, here I am using it for same database management systems, sir. Because we don't have a feature of like cross queries here in Azure SQL DB. Okay, if you see in diagrams here, you can communicate with within the server same different databases you can communicate, even different instances also you can communicate. huh? So what I am saying, sir, here you can give the same server name instead of non-SQL server, you can give the SQL server name also. Okay, same SQL server or different SQL server, and that's how you can communicate between among the databases. Simple, right? Yeah.
So, Raj, hi, this is Rohit. So, you mean to say in Azure database, we can use this feature to communicate uh, internal database, which is not supported in Azure database features, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. See, if cross queries are working, why should I use this feature here? Huh? So, okay. So that's why I'm using. Actually, this is the feature you need to use it for what? See what it is saying. You need to use it for other database management systems. But the same database management system also, it's not working for us in Azure SQL DB. That's why I'm using that feature. Okay, let me show you, okay, so that you guys can easily understand. So here let me create some table, right? I'm showing you example of external table. um, so let me create simple table where in db1 database. Okay, so table got created in dba, right? Can I retrieve in DB2? No, you will get an error because no cross query. See, this is the biggest limitation, sir, in Azure SQL DB. Okay, this is a limitation in Azure SQL DB. See, not supported. See, cross queries supported in all models, sir, on-premise, IaaS, and managed instances. Only Azure SQL DB doesn't work. Why? Because these databases are contained databases. Okay, each database behaves like a server, no relation with other databases. That's why even so server level roles also not possible to give because of this issue. Okay, only DB level rules. Last class we discussed, right? Yeah, see how we gonna mitigate? How I want to retrieve the data of this. Okay, same server dot dba dot dbo dot employee. I want to retrieve. How? I need to use same feature external table. So do we have that PolyBase option here? Yes, we have. So in DBA2 you have to create. See, assume this is one server, this is another server. Okay, this is second server, sir. In second server, how to retrieve a first server? First server, first server you can create here as a linked server. Yes or no? Huh? Yeah. See here, external table. Okay, guys, can you see external table? See here also we have a polybase, sir. Huh? Polybase feature. Using this, you can. So what I am doing, sir? Here I am creating a pointer. Here I am creating a kind of linked server. Here I am creating kind of view. Using this view, main table like I will retrieve the data. Okay. So how to create a external table using this. So same document you can find it. Okay, in Azure issues folder, same document you can find. So this is not a Azure feature, sir. This is overall SQL Server feature. Okay, so how to create an external table, sir? Same syntax, just copy. Okay, same syntax of other database management system, just copy, uh, just use here. So paste. Okay, so not create table, create external table. It's a pointer. Okay, create external table, table name with data source. So here you need to give the where the main table is. Okay, so here external table, if you want to give some naming conventions, you can mention ext external table, just like how we will give so views underscore view something, right? So just give like this. By seeing the name you come under assumption that that's a external table. Okay, yeah. See data source here we need to give all the details. Okay, what details we need to give? Server name, database name, username, password, everything we have to give here. Okay, how to give, sir? How to create data source? Like this. Okay, to create data source, what is required? Huh? Where your data? So which server, sir? That server details here you need to give. Here you can give your on-premise SQL server, your Azure SQL DB server, your MongoDB server, your Hadoop server, your Postgres, MySQL, any database server you can give. Okay, so for now I am using same server. Huh? So dev server. Which database? On which database we have the data? So DBA database. DBA database. Right? DBA database. Huh? Yeah. And to connect to this server and this database, we need username password. Right? Where is that username password? So this is. Okay. So this is our username password. Okay. So to connect to this, we need to have a credentials, right? So we will create credentials like this. Okay. To create credentials, what is needed? Master key. Okay. So without master key, you cannot create a credentials. Okay. So create a master key per database. Only one master key. Okay. This one time. Create a master key. Okay. So this is credentials. Credentials for what? So this is the username. This server username password you have to give here. I'm using AC admin, but you guys can use here like Oracle database username password. MongoDB username password you have to use. Okay. I mean target server username password, not source server. Okay. Yeah. So some name you can give guys. Okay. So this is credentials of which server, sir? Dev server. Something you can do. Some name you can mention. Uh, we created a credentials. That credentials you can use here. Okay. So we are creating data source. Some name you can give. This is the source of which server, sir? Dev server. Okay. Dev server source. Create. Okay. Now same data source you can use. Okay. See if I run select star from this, if I run select star from this, it hits this server. It hits this server, this database using these credentials. But which table? So that table you have to give here. Which table we want to hit? So that table. So employee table, right? Main table is employee. And which? So in this server, in this database, so this is the employee table. This contains of server name, database name. So create external table. Okay. Now see I am getting the data. So this is the data of where? In DBA database. See, now I am getting that this data right here. So this is external table. And this external table, you can also join with the which database, sir? So this database tables. See, one table is in another database and another table in same database. Like that, you can also use the join. See, important tip. Okay. So if you are migrating your database from on-premise SQL Server, see this is on-premise SQL Server. If you are migrating to Azure SQL DB, sir, if you have a cross queries here in on-premise, if you have a cross queries, still you can migrate. But instead of cross queries wherever, okay, so there you can replace with the external table. Okay. So see here we have a cross query, right? So instead of this, sir, you can replace with the external table. Create external table for this table and use that external table. So cross queries, somehow we are making it work, right? We are making
If
it
we
work.
want to access all the schema and all the tables, then can we create it?
Sorry?
Instead of going in, if we want to access all the schema and all the tables for the
Uh,
database,
uh,
so
see, that's a
without
pro. See,
creating
you can only retrieve this table, okay, using this. I want to retrieve another table. For another table, what we need to do? Same external table you can create for another table. So like that, multiple external tables you can create here. Okay, but you can use same data source. As long as the database server name is same, you can use same data source. Multiple data sources also you can create. If it is different server name, different database. We'll discuss. We'll discuss that. Okay. See, sir. So if I run this, I'm getting the data of 1 comma Raj. Huh? So see here we have the main data. So what's happening, sir? When I run select star from this external table, what's happening? So see here. Okay. See, when you run select star from this, sir, it is going and it is hitting this server, this database, and this table. So here we have main table, right? Employee table, and it is retrieving the data to here over the network. Okay, so it is a kind of a view. This is a kind of a synonym. Okay, kind of. Okay, so this does it contain any data physically? No, it's a logical. Okay, see if I run select star from not select star from sp underscore space use. What is this command, sir? To know the size of the table. Okay, to know the size of the table or number of rows in a table, we will use this command. See, null. So this won't consume any space physically. See, linked server also won't consume any space, right? It's just a pointer. It's just a link. Huh? See here. So this is here main table. Here it is a main table. Okay. See. Okay. So this is physical table. Huh? See if I insert any data here. Huh? If I insert any data here, see, where I am inserting in main table, sir. Okay. Main table I am inserting. Will it reflect to external table? Yes, it will reflect automatically. So this is pointing to this main table actually. Okay. So that time how the data in the main table, that data it will show. Okay. So sir, this external table you can use it for only view purpose. Select only for select queries. You cannot use it for insert and insert, update, delete. Okay. So even views also, right? Views we can use for multiple tables, but here I am using for same table only. But only for select queries, sir. Hmm? Any questions? No? Hmm? Guys, any questions?
So Raj, half of the purpose is solved, but half purpose is not solved. For example, in on-premise server, we are using the two database, different database on same instance to some
Yeah.
insert or some populate the data. It
Hmm.
will not work in this scenario, right?
Hmm.
Or
No, you can create external data sources for different servers also, right? See here, you can see the external data sources here.
no,
Okay.
no, no. I mean to say in on-premises server, I'm using on same instance two different database. Self-join some insert statement also run. So insert statement will not work in this feature as PolyBase.
Yes. Insert feature doesn't work. But in on-premise, why you need to use external table? You can use linked server for other servers. Even two databases cross queries anyway work, right? Huh? You can retrieve the data of one database to another database. You don't need to use any external table or anything. Directly you can use. Huh? See,
Yes.
that's why we guys don't know about the external table concept till now. Because if same server, we can directly join. If it is different server, we will use the linked server. Right. So that's why we didn't get a chance to work on external table. When you get a chance to work on external tables, sir, in real time, okay, either maybe Azure SQL DB model or maybe your application is pointing to two database management systems, maybe something. Okay, so that time you can use external table concept because there you cannot use the linked server. Okay, yeah. Hmm? So in real time, you can create any number of uh, data sources. Okay. The
So,
same
right.
database. One second. Same database is like pointing to other database, communicating with other database, or same database is communicating with other database management systems, or different Azure SQL servers. You can create a data source. Uh, the only thing what you need to do is, so just you need to give the different server details here. Okay. Yeah. So we have a documentation, Microsoft documentation. If you want to know complete about this feature, you can also check it. Okay. See here. So external, see how to use external table for Hadoop. Hmm? See, hmm? So Hadoop server details we have to give like this. See, this is the table data where in Hadoop, but you are getting the data in SQL Server. Huh? So click stream. See, click stream is in Hadoop data, and the URL description is a SQL Server table. See, you are joining between. Okay, you are joining between. See external table for SQL Server. How to create a external table for SQL Server like this. Uh, ex- External table for Oracle you need to create like this. Teradata you need to create like this. MongoDB you need to create like this. Okay. I think this is a feature from SQL Server 2014 onwards. I think 2012 we didn't have. So 2014 or 16 we have this feature PolyBase. Hmm? See, even S3 bucket. S3 bucket means AWS. AWS cloud storage, we call it as S3 bucket. Huh? Even so that storage also you can retrieve the data in SQL Server. Huh? So the format and all we have to define here. Okay. So that's about the external table, sir. Huh? External table, cross query, polybase, external table, all are same meaning. Okay. So how to create, sir? These are all the steps. Create master key, create credentials, create data source, and create external table. These four steps you need to do. Huh? Yeah. To get the data of maybe same server data, or maybe different server data, or maybe different database management system server data. Okay. Yeah. Guys, any questions? Hmm?
Yes, right. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
It means for every environment, suppose from Oracle to SQL or
Uh,
Hadoop to SQL or
uh,
on-premises to cloud, we require Polybase. Then and then only we are able to transfer data or sync data in between both environment.
yes, yes.
And
Huh?
so, as you told that we cannot do anything, just we have read only database, right?
Yeah.
So how it works on suppose we have transferred from on-premises to Azure.
Mm.
So so we have to check on Azure. Then how it's possible?
See, on-premise to Azure, if you want to insert, we have a lot of options. You can create a linked server here, right? In on-premise, you can create a linked server and you can copy the data to Azure SQL DB. Yes or no?
Yes.
Insert into linked server dot Azure SQL DB table. Select star from on-premise. Run the query in on-premise by creating a linked server to Azure SQL DB. See, if you want to copy the data, see, I am saying you cannot insert into other database management system, right? Instead, you can dump into a same table. See, you can view,
Mhm.
right? That view data you can insert into some other table. From there, you can insert it again to other database management system. You have
Okay.
other alternatives for insertion. What I am saying, directly you cannot insert into a kind of a view, right? But you cannot insert into a view. But how to insert? You can insert it directly into physical one, not logical one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from
See,
that it will be replicated on that.
exactly.
So will you please, in short, repeat that? So here you created one linked server on Azure environment, right? From that, from there we have created external table on both the servers.
No, this is not a linked server, sir. This is external table. You need to call it as, because you guys
Ah,
know
okay.
about the linked server, right? I used that word. You should not use. Okay, you need to use external table. That's it. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
it's between the only both DBs, not in servers, from one DB
even
to
servers
another DB.
also. Even servers also. I mean,
Okay, because I had not
other
worked
data.
on liquid server, that's why I asked.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. See, sir, linked server, you can create server to server, any database. Uh,
Hmm.
Just practice a very simple like linked server. So in on-premise, you can create a linked server. See here. We are discussing that topic also, how to create a linked server to Azure SQL. See, we have a topic. Next topic is that one only. We'll discuss that
Okay,
one. Yeah, yeah.
okay,
So
thank you.
team.